My name is Michelle Lockhart, and I own and run the company More Energy Health. Every year we come out to Utah to visit friends and family. And this particular year, my husband decided to take all of our children hiking, and they decided to tackle Tim. At the time, I was too overweight. I was not healthy, and I ended up staying back and not being able to go with them. For the rest of the ride home, they talked about how incredible it was and what a great experience it was. And I really felt like for the first time in my life that my body had become a liability to me. It was no longer an asset. I couldn't do with it what I wanted to do with it. So I was determined that I was going to get myself to that place where I could go on that hike. And that was my big goal. Fast forward to April of 2014, and my husband got diagnosed with metastatic melanoma. That was a place in my life where not only was I physically at my lowest point, but I was also emotionally and spiritually at my lowest point. I had to take a really good hard look at what's next. Everything that I thought was going to happen in my future had come to a screeching halt. I found myself alone. I decided I had really two choices. I could wallow in my grief, or I could pull myself up and move forward. So I sold everything I had in Virginia and I moved to Utah. And I decided I really wanted to help people to live that better life. In the process of all this, met a wonderful man named Stan Lockhart, who was also a widow. Just before we got married, he one day said to me, "Hey, how would you like to climb Mount Timpanogos?" He didn't know at the time, but it was 2 years to the day that my husband died that I was able to climb Mount Timpanogos. And it was kind of that turning point for me. When I stood up there on the top of that mountain, I knew that I had come to the place where I needed to be. It was a hard road, a really hard road. I could look back and say, I've learned what I need to learn, and now I can move forward.